Hi Danielle, it's Michael from the Clay Diagnostic Sports Club. Today is November 11th, 2014. Appreciate you coming in today for Details Magazine and having a go at it on the gears machine here inside the lab. So here's your first swing of the day, just to go over and give you a little recap of what we did. Here's your first swing of the day where when you're taking it back, your hips and your pelvis was moving. This is your pelvic line here. Your pelvis was moving to the right quite a bit, shifting your weight to the right, hyperextending your spine, folding your elbows, and lifting your limbs up high off your shoulders. And and then when you were coming down through impact, we noticed that the club, you missed the ball the first time. You were swinging upward as you were coming through the shot, and very difficult controlling the low point of the arc. So looking at it from the down the line view, we'll see that the hands are lifting up, the elbows are folding, you're in a very difficult position to hit a golf ball consistently. And then from the overhead view, we'll just move this to the side here. We were talking about this very briefly, but here's where your pelvis started. It goes to the right quite a bit, and then it moves well to the left. So all this extra movement from the right back to where you started here is what we were trying to eliminate as you hit the golf ball. So from the after swing on the right, we'll just line these babies back up. Significant difference here in the starting point. More weight is forward. Zoom in a little bit. You've got your weight forward. Those were the first two words we asked you to hold on to. And from there you had a fighting chance to create a centered pivot. You'll notice at this stage where the body is still on the left side, all your weight's still on your left, and it barely goes back to the right, just slightly behind the golf ball. You'll notice the gap here. You've moved 6 inches off the ball, 5-6 inches, versus just maintaining a very centered turn. The second word that we used was keep your arms straight, so that your arms don't flop all over the place and bend and shorten the diameter of the arc. And then the third set of words, which was keep your arms in, or your hands in, to trace a circle, allowed your arm here to go across your chest versus lifting up over the shoulders. Now when we overlaid those two, you notice that the blue, the after swing 6 is much lower, much further in than swing 1 here. So it has a further distance from the golf ball, more potential energy, easier to hit it. And then as you came down, you'll notice that the club head at this stage here, we'll take away a few of the lines here, make it a little bit easier to see. We'll notice that the club in the blue is inside the hands versus above in the gold, where it starts getting outside the hands. So you have a greater chance for potential energy because the club head is further away from the ball at the same point relative to coming in so steeply from the gold there. So you're attacking the ball from more of a rounded action. And as we hit, making good solid contact through the ball. See the club face is more stable as well. So there were a few things we talked about. The main key was to keep your weight more forward, which will allow you to have a centered pivot versus swinging your hips way to the right. From there, keeping your arms straight and your hands in, you've got a fighting chance to hit the golf ball, whereas before you were whiffing and shortening the radius of the circle by bending your elbows excessively. So appreciate you coming in, testing out gears, and we look forward to seeing the article and hearing from you soon. All the best. Thanks again.